it. This is the revenge game. We want our revenge from the championship that we lost last year.
Played them in the championship game last year, and then the semifinals the year before. And personally, like, I've yet to beat Portsmouth, so for me, I'm definitely playing with that chip on the shoulder. I know Quinn as well as Tate are going to be doing the same. Flandy's going to do the same. Parker's going to do the same. We want to win, and I think if we can come out there and we can play our game, then we should come out with a W.
It's always fun to go out there and test ourselves, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think if we do our best, we can win, but also if we don't play our best, they're a huge threat. They could take us down. So I think tomorrow is going to be a really important milestone for us if we win that game.
And I think if we do that tomorrow, if we come out with confidence, knowing that we can play our best game against the best competition, and hopefully come out with a win, then I think playing with that confidence is gonna give us an extra boost and is gonna give us a good chance to come out with a W.
It's a night game at Portsmouth. We're hoping that they bring some fans out. And just, I don't know, it's just a fun environment to get on the bus with all your buddies and you have music playing. And it usually goes pretty silent in the last 10-15 minutes because people are just getting locked in mentally. But I like it. I'm excited. I hope it's a good game.
I really enjoy their field. I think it's a great field. I really like it. I really enjoy their stadium. And we've had a lot of good games at their stadium, so it's almost like it'd be cooler if we can beat them and play a really good game at their place and show them we're the better team. We're coming out here and play, and we got the kids to do it.
Bigger atmosphere, more fans. I mean, it's just like that. These are the hype, Friday night games that everyone talks about, like the football Friday nights. This is kind of like the lacrosse version of it. I'm hoping there will be a lot of fans there, and we'll be able to come out with a win.
That we've had through the season is Logan Purvis at the Faceoff X because he's been really strong, especially yesterday. I mean, he won 90% of his faceoffs or something, which is a really big help against a team who has a good offense. So if we can just keep them from getting the ball, I think we're going to do pretty well. So when we play someone like Portsmouth, and it's a bigger competition, I think the wing play is going to be really important, but also communication on the defensive end in terms of fast breaks. We had a couple breakdowns just yesterday with our fast breaks. That we need to get figured out so that doesn't happen if Nick Smith is coming down or Zach Amen is coming down.
I think a lot of it for me is the mental aspect. I mean, I'm going to do the same thing physically no matter what every game. I'm going to play at the best of my ability, but really just trying to get locked in and knowing that I'm not going to win every face-off, and that rolling steam kind of motivation type of thing isn't always going to be there. It could be every other face-off that we're going, I'm winning, I'm losing, I'm winning, I'm losing. But kind of just knowing and accepting that I'm not going to have a 95% game, and it could be more of a 60, a 50, or a 40% game. Knowing that is just mentally preparing to have a battle tomorrow. Same with the Timberland game. It was a battle, but tomorrow is really going to be a big test for me personally. But I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
I think that matchup's going to be the most fun that the game has to offer. I mean, it's a 50-50 ball every time. Either guy can win it. Either guy can march down the field and rip it immediately past the defense and score, and that can completely change the outcome of the game. If Nick Smith gets a few wins under his belt and he runs straight down, he scores on us. I mean, that could be a completely turning point. We're gonna have to put our wings to the side, or if LPs win all of them, it's gonna be the same thing for us. We're gonna have.
Keep going. Keep going. Let's go, dude. Good, everyone, Mike! Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
score is at any certain time. We like to play it how it's just 0-0, no matter every play. You know, you don't want to get too down on yourself, and even when you're up, you don't want to get too caught up in that. You just want to play the same every time. So our attitude is just not to react either way, to kind of throw us off our game. And I think we did a pretty good job at that.
And people were really jittery for the first quarter and then a little bit into the second quarter. So it just took a little bit of time for people to get settled in, because there were a lot of bad turnovers for both teams in the first quarter, some bad defensive stops, and then some bad clearing and stuff. But I think once people got over that initial hump, we're kind of into the flow of the game, things settled out, and then both teams started to play better.
Zach, behind you! Zach on the crease, 20! Help backside, Macy, help! Help crease, Macy! Let's go! Lefty!
Involved too on both sides too, right? Big night game. Playing it felt an awful lot like a playoff game, right? And so I think at first that was some of the sloppiness too. I think you saw two teams that, for the most part, don't make mistakes riding and clearing, made some mistakes early on, threw the ball away an awful lot, giving both teams an opportunity there. And then the team settled in and things progressed from there.
Portsmouth saw what we did in the Westwood game as well as the Timberlane game, and they understood that our offense has some legit threats, and if you get into a shootout with us, we're probably going to outshoot you. So I think going into the second, third, and fourth, I think they decided that the best way to win the game was going to be slow it down and play their game and not let the ball in the offensive hands.
It was just talking after the first quarter and just solidifying what we knew we had to do to stop them, because they were up 4-3, and we were just talking about what we needed to work on and what we needed to look for in the game before the end of the game.
All year we've kind of been like a fast-paced team. This was one of the games where we couldn't be a fast-paced team like that. We kind of had to slow it down, see what they're running, and then know what we have to run to that. I know we had like a lot of turnovers, some early, some later in the game, but I think that came mainly from forcing things. And I think with us being able to settle down on offense and on defense kind of get more settled down and have our slide packages right and stuff like that, definitely helped us.
We're down! Defense down! Benny, you're open! Benny, you're wide open! Pick right! Air ball! Good take! Drop! Take! Behind! Backside! Hey, what up, Ben? Come on, that lady. Go! Yeah. Pull it out! Hey, let's go, Danny! Zach, you're an attack man right here. Let's go! Get to the hole! Here you go, Zach. Zach, come! Zach, come and get a set. Shoot, ball! Backside! Hey! Mickey, right away! Catch it and go! Pop early, Baden! Stay!
Come down to our end very much, which means we have to capitalize on every situation we have. We have to execute, but that also means when you do make a mistake, you have longer to think about it. You don't get the ball back right away. You can reflect a little longer, and I think you get into your head a little bit more. And I think the struggle aspect of like, all right, they just scored. I just made this mistake. Like, I think the next game we just got to take it step by step, and we got to understand that that mistake happened, but it's over. We just got to take the next play one at a time.
Double! Zach! Good team! Drop! Go for two! I like that, Go! Feed attack! Gotta go! Chase, gotta go!
We've had some really good stops. The thing that we came out of the half with defensively is just to be a little bit more aggressive in pressing out on the adjacents, so that because they're in the open set, so it's hard to get pressure on their hands if you're sitting back when your guy doesn't have the ball. But if you're pressing out on the adjacents and you kind of jump the ball when they throw it, just putting more pressure on the hands was something that we wanted to work on.
Honestly, I didn't even know we were down 3. I think everyone was kind of just playing towards doing what we have to do and knowing your job. I think the defense was playing really well. I think the offense could have played a little bit better, but I know on offense, it was more of a kind of like a humbling experience there where we were used to being able to score whenever, and us being down 3 like that, it kind of showed how much we needed to step it up, and then eventually we did come back and tie it up there.
I remember we were down by 3 in the third, I think, and you know, we knew we couldn't get all 3 in that third quarter, but we were aiming to do was get it close so we could have a chance in the fourth quarter and come back just slowly, one play at a time. And we did. We gave ourselves a good chance in the fourth
We
quarter.
haven't seen before. We weren't nervous, and we can definitely still feel that, like, all right, we're down, but we've been here before. We understand that we need to compete. We need to bring our effort level to a higher standard. We just got to get out there and play.
Lead, it was definitely a momentum change. I mean, I know we were down, we were kind of disappointed. We're like, oh, we can't let them go on a run. We can't let them go on a run, and that's exactly what we did. We buckled down on defense, and we started hurrying up the pace of the offense. I think that ultimately brought us back and tied the game with them before going into the fourth quarter.
A couple of things. It showed me the maturation of the group from the year before, where there were games last year where things did snowball, right, and we let it get out of control, and we didn't this year. The guys had a lot of resolve and grit, and they had self-confidence that, like, hey, we just need to take a deep breath. We're going to get back into this thing. We just got to chip away at it one goal at a time. Yes, the conduct foul, it didn't result in a man down. It gave us possession of the ball, and I think it did temporarily stop their momentum. But, you know, we had to fight for it, and then, you know, we still were down 3 goals. We had to chip away and slowly get back into the game and build one positive play on top of another. And I think things were going our way. Even heading into the fourth quarter, we had an opportunity at the end of the third quarter to score with little time left. We didn't do it. We win the next face-off going to the fourth quarter, and again, we didn't take care of the ball. We turned it over. We get a penalty, and that's really when things started to snowball a little bit.
Keep it moving, keep it moving.
3 times in the fourth quarter. Again, uncharacteristic of our team. We were able to hold off. We were able to kill all those penalties, but we had expended so much energy during that time that, I think at the end of the game when we really needed to make a play, it was that much harder because of that. So again, we've talked about those things at practice. We can't put ourselves in those situations.
Hey, Murray, go to X right now. Chili, get on the crease. Okay? I want it around at least once. Okay? Get it around at least once. Get it around at least once. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you should be here. Right. We're flash. We're flash. Ball. X. Crease. Corner. Push the corner. Push that. Left. Push it. No, slide down. Good set. I'm left. I'm right. I'm right. I'm right too. I'm right. You too. Watch your back.
We had an opportunity at the end. You guys did an excellent job. We needed the ball back. There was about a minute left. The guys were able to force them out of the box. We got a turnover. We got it down. We were able to get a good possession. Didn't result in the shot that we wanted to. And even then, we forced them to throw it away again. Couldn't get it cleared. But, a lot of positive things. It stinks to lose that game. But the guys, I think, showed a lot in as much as, it was very exciting to win that Westwood game. We learned some things that way. I think there are positive learning lessons coming out of this game as we head into playoffs.
Like going into the game, I think people were too in their heads, especially the offense. And I made a really conscious effort to try and just relax the defense and make sure that we were having fun and not being too focused on the pressure of the game. So I think in terms of the offensive end, they were a little too in their head, and it kind of affected how they played. But it's like a strangely reassuring feeling to play a bad game and only lose by 1. And there are some really easy things for us to clean up on the offensive end. So I think when we see them again, we'll definitely be more mentally prepared for what we're going to see.
That was definitely, I know for the offense, our worst game all year. I think, it's unfortunate timing to have our worst game against Portsmouth, obviously, but I think they kind of threw everything at us and had one of their best games of the year, and we had our worst game. And to only lose by 1 like that, it kind of shows something. And I was talking to their coach after the game. He said he doesn't know what's worse, he doesn't know what's better, winning by 1 or losing by 1, because he knows next time when we see them again, either in the playoffs or championship or something like that, he knows we're going to be ready and we're going to come out firing.
Now that we have some experience with playing them now, we kind of know what they're going to throw at us next time and how to adapt to things that we weren't doing as well. So over these next few weeks, I mean, we have a clear template of what we need to work on, how we can
I
get
think
better.
they beat us out there, right? They brought more effort. They had more momentum than us. They made more shots than us, and it happens. We got to get out there in the next few games. We got to play hard. We got to understand that this is where we need to be. That was our low, and now we can only get higher from here.
We got a little bit of a long drive over to Hanover on Tuesday, but they're not an exceptionally strong team, so I think it'll be a good way to get back into it for us and kind of get back into the flow of things.
Personally, for me, and I know for a lot of other guys, we are fired up. It stinks to lose, and it happens, but we understand that this is a game of lacrosse. This is what we're here for. This is what we love to do, and we understand that we got a game tomorrow, and we're ready for it.
That's exactly what we need. We just need some more wins under our belt. I think this week hopefully we'll go 3 for 3 on wins and just get back in the win category of things, and just keep feeling it out as we play better competition towards the end of the season and just get ready for playoffs.
I know everyone's going to be excited. Everyone's going to be ready. Kind of coming back from a game like that, guys are going to be hungry and wanting to kind of get back and be able to kind of revenge themselves a little bit there. We have a good home game streak coming up, which we're excited for. Senior night's coming up, and I think we're ready to round out the season and get into playoffs.